All right, guys. Friday. It's Friday morning. We've had a pretty decent week. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We're doing. It's a good start to the week. So let's try and finish it off good here. I woke up early. Been waking up early. I really am getting old. I I've been waking up early, and I just have to get up. I can't go back to sleep. So woke up early. Just might as well make some coffee and deal with it. Get up. I looked at the map at 5:13, and I said, you know what? I was ready to go. Um, and so I logged on. I had to try this early morning rush. I wanted to try some early blocks, but this is pretty early. So I do go out at this point in time. So 5:13. Um, excuse me. The only things that are open are McDonald's, 7-Eleven, and Starbucks. So let's give it a try. So I head out. As you can see, I'm at home over there. Don't get an order for over half an hour. And actually, I was on my way home. After half an hour, I'm like, well, this is dumb. I was at McDonald's and didn't get anything. So almost home. I get a 7-Eleven for 450, 1.4 miles. Delivered by 5:58. We'll do that. Got there at 5:56. Good enough. $2, 250 tip. $2 base pay. That's strange. But it is what it is. I took the order. So when I'm done with this order, it says 15 to 25 minutes. And I'm like, I'm going home for sure now. But right away, I get this 570, 2.5 miles, delivered by 610. I know where this is. I actually delivered to this guy quite a bit. Surprised he was up. Well, I'm not surprised he was up that early, but he's obviously an early bird too. So I did take that one, delivered by 610 on this one. Got there at 605. There's the 295 base pay again. It's back. 275 tip. Good on him. He's a pretty decent. I go there quite a bit. So 605 now. Then it says 1 to 2 minutes. I'm like, well, stay out, I guess. Oh boy. So 605. 6 minutes later, it gets $9 for 6.3 miles. And while I was out this morning, I only saw one dasher. He was on the east side of town, hanging out by by Starbucks. He was just not by McDonald's, on the other side of town. And but I declined this order. I'm like, it's not worth it. I just, especially in the dark, I don't want to go up the canyon, and I just didn't want to. So I did not take this one, but I rolled by 7-Eleven, and I saw he was one that picked it up. I think he's the only other dasher out at this time, even though it's after 6. And he saw me. He knew I was probably checking him out, but I don't know. I'm having fun with like checking out who takes these things. Anyway, maybe it was good because I don't think I got anything else. I know I didn't actually. 6:11. Yeah, 6:30. I had cruised home. So 10:20 for an hour and 16 minutes. I will not be doing that again. Um, Definitely not going out at 5 o'clock in the morning ever again. I'll promise you that. That's kind of stupid. But I had to scout out things, and I did have a little fun. I wanted to see who was out, and so it was a good little reconnaissance mission, really. Anyway, so I do plan on going out later. Obviously, I think I went back out at 8:10. We can see later, but about that or so. So it's 8:22 now. About 10 minutes later, we'll call it 495.4 miles. McDonald's. We'll do that. Deliver that by 8:31. Got there at 8:27. 295 base pay again. $2. Loving the base pay. 4 minutes later, get 840 stacked order from Prineville Coffee, which always worries me because if there's a lot of drinks there, cup holders really suck. But anyway, took that up. Do that. Delivered by 842 on those. Got there at 841 for both of them. $2 tip and 250, but 390 base pay. So that wasn't just like they're raising the base pay on the stacked orders too. So I'm really loving what's going on with the DoorDash base pay. Hopefully this is not. Someone mentioned it might be a pilot program, but I hope it sticks. So 641 or 841, sorry. 842, 595, 1.4 miles. Upright Coffee Company. I went there yesterday or the day before. I forget at this point in time, but they're cool. They're on time too. So deliver that one by 8:52. Got there at 8:50. 295 base pay. Love that. $3. That's a good enough tip. The thing about me, guys, is because I'm in a small area and I rely on volume. So it's almost like they're raising the dash pay or the base pay everywhere. But if all of us are getting a raise, I'm getting more of a raise because of the volume on my orders. It adds up more. If you guys kind of catch my drift there, so I'm really I'm gonna be door dashing a lot, dude. So if you guys like content, man, it's gonna be out there. All right. Anyway, so it's 8:50 at this point in time. We're doing pretty good. 40 minutes in, $19 on the board. 2 minutes later, 795, 3.6 miles. I don't see the shortcut on the map now. Huh, that's interesting. But there is one. I saw it yesterday. I showed you guys too, but oh no, I do. There it is there. This is a little further north, so I take that anyway. Deliver that by 9:09. Got there at 9:03, yeah. So $2.95 base pay and $5 tip. Actually ended up being $7.95, so 9:03 now. 5 minutes later, I get this 495, 1.75 mile or 1.7 miles. Not a good order. I did take this though. I delivered this by 9:20. Got there at 9:14. Yeah, so $2.95 base pay again, $2 tip. Good enough. That was not a good order, but I took it. So we're done with that. We're having a good day. $33 at like just over an hour. So it was a good morning, or good real morning, not the early morning. So 9:14 now. Ooh, didn't get an order for 20 minutes. So $6.95 plus 1.2 miles. McDonald's will do that. Delivered by 9:51. Got there at 9:43. McDonald's, good on you, man. $5 tip too. Yeah, what was that? $6.95 plus. Okay, yeah. So it was actually $7.95 with the $5 tip and the $2.95 base pay. So things are looking up in this area, man. I'm kind of excited. I'm going to be working a lot. I feel, unless things take a downturn again. But 9:43 down. 5 minutes later, 425, 2.2 miles. I took this one, delivered by 10:01. Not the greatest order. Puts me on the east side of town too. But anyway, I delivered by 10:01. I got there at 10:01. $2.25 tip. Only $2 base pay. So I think what happens is when they order directly through the McDelivery app or the app, I only get paid $2 base pay. They didn't order through DoorDash. And you can kind of tell by the orders, by the items when you're looking at your screen too. And sometimes it'll just say confirm pickup instead of take a receipt photo. So I think that's what's going on there. So it's 10:01 now. Oh yeah, my dash ended. So that was my first 2-hour block. Not even that, an hour 51 minutes. So that's really good. I'm pretty stoked on that. I'm over $50 on the day already. It's 10 o'clock, from that lame $10 dash at 5. I'm feeling pretty tired at this point, though, I'll be honest. So it's 10:02. I get right back on. Don't get an order till 10:16. 570, 2.5 miles. Deliver that one by 10:31. This is where shit goes. No, it's not this order, but yeah, deliver that by 10:31. Anyway, I'll get to that in a second. We got there at 10:26. It was ready when I got there. $2.95 base pay again and $2.75 customer tips. So this is the one. 10:33, 595, 1.3 miles. It's cool. So what happened here is, I hate to say this, and I'm not going to mention names or anything. I kind of am. Not names, but anyway, I get this order. I'm in McDonald's. I come out, and the OG veteran of the city, just straight up over 12,000 deliveries. I actually have a video from many months ago of him. I was asking him, how much he can make. It's an actual real video. Anyway, he backs up out of his spot real quick. He didn't have an order, and he was like, I'm not going to say he almost hit me, but he was in a hurry. I'm like, man, he must have got an order at Prineville, something nearby, and he was in a hurry. But he looks out the window at me. His window is open, and he says, well, good luck. Just got a call from the cops. My son is dead. And my mouth drops. I couldn't say anything, and he takes off, and I'm like, oh man. I can't explain the feeling. And then he leaves. I'm going to my car, and the girl that hangs out, it's basically him and this girl with California plates and myself. We're there all the time. And she's like, wow, he almost got you. She's kind of laughing, joking. And I'm like, did you hear what he said? And I told her, and her mouth dropped. I mean, I don't know how you take that news. So that was a definite stain on the day. It lasted all day. It's still lasting right now. I don't really like a lot of dashers. I really like that guy. And even if I don't, who cares? That sucks. That just sucks, man. So, man, that is horrible. So the day it wasn't really a good day. I'll be honest. It's sometimes you gotta, hey guys, dude, don't take things for granted. You know, shit happens quick. Life is short, and yeah, I complain about DoorDash sometimes, but there's much deeper, more important things in life. So, I'm still kind of hurting right now. It's crazy. Anyway, I'm sorry to bum you guys out on that one, but deliver this by 10:45. Got there at 10:41. $2.95 base pay, $3 tip. Uh, didn't get an order for a while. 10:59, 4:45, 1.6 miles. Delivered by 11:12. Not a great order. I took this, I'm sure though. Delivered by 1:12. Got there at 11:09. $1.50 tip. Yeah, that wasn't very good. Good on the base pay though. I mean, if you're gonna feed me orders, this base pay is helping me out a lot. So 11:13. Well, 4 minutes later, 10:63, 3.8 miles, 10:63 plus. Only 5 items. I'm like, wow, that's good enough without the plus. So it was all kind of munchy food. Now it's far away from grocery outlet too, and I kind of know where this is. It's up in an area I deliver a lot, and I saw the name. I didn't look at the name right away, but when I got in my car to deliver, I knew it was going to be a good tip. He's one of the whales in town. I won't say his name or initials. He actually just has initials, but he's a very good tipper. So delivered by 11:36, got there at 11:30, and a $15 tip. Normally he'll tip $10, even if you're going to if it's like Taco Bell or McDonald's. McDonald's is pretty close to his house too, so always 10, but it was 15 this time. So I'll take that. 11:30. We're doing pretty good on the day. So 11:34, 4 minutes later, get 864, 2.4 miles, Ray's Place. 8 items, good enough. It's almost like, it's just good enough. I would have done that anyway. But deliver that by 11:59, but it didn't really matter because while I was in the store, I was in the line, actually, which is a pretty long line. Good on this person that the line was long, otherwise I would have been long gone. But additional half a mile for $4. I just decided to take it. I looked at the item and it was like Hershey baking morsels or, chocolate morsels. So I just did it, went back and shopped, grabbed it really quick. I delivered that by 12:17. Ended up getting there. I can't show you the time. I had to block a name out here. But got that one there. And then got the next one there. No, I got that one there. Well, how does that work? Oh, no, I delivered the first order first. So, and then deliver that next one by 12:17. We're definitely way on time, 12:03. So that's the $4 one. And it wasn't that much further. So anyway, I just did that. That's the end of that block. So 49, 2 hours, man. 6 deliveries too, only. Earnings so far, 420. It's funny. 12:04 now, so I get right back on. I'm gonna try the 12-2. 2 minutes later, get 695 plus, 1.9 miles. McDonald's, take that. Yes, delivered by 12:20. Got there at 12:15. $2.95 base pay, $5 tip. Great tip. Now you guys are starting to notice. You can see how the base pay might benefit me more than it might benefit you guys in bigger cities where you're driving more miles. So I'm not going to say that's unfair. Maybe hopefully your dash pay goes up more than mine, or maybe it has. I don't know. $2.95. That's 95 cents extra, like per delivery at this point in time. So, and I'm getting a lot of deliveries. I've had a lot this week so far. So it's 12:15 now. 12:22. 7 minutes later. $5. 0.4 miles. It's not even 0.4 miles. It's really right there. I don't know why they direct me right all the way around there. So deliver that by 12:32. I get there at 12:33. So, but I used my, order not started till I arrived. So they pretty much saved me there. $3 tip though for that short mileage is pretty good, dude. $2 base pay on that one. So that might have been a McDelivery offer, or a McDelivery order, I should say. So 12:33 now. 1 minute later, $4.95, 1.6 miles. Not the greatest offer, but I took it. it's good enough. Basically $5 for 1.6 miles, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be a 295er. So delivered by 12:48, got there 12:42, 295, $2 tip. Let's do it, dude. Let's keep the ball rolling. I'm loving this lately. 5 minutes later, 570, 1.4 miles, delivered by 12:59. I'm not sure why they would route me that way either. It probably wasn't even 1.4 miles, but delivered by 12:59. Got there at 12:55, 295 again, 275 tip. Good on them. Things are rolling, dude. What an awesome kind of Friday morning. 12:55. Didn't my dash end? I don't know if it did or not. Maybe it didn't. Anyway, 595, 2.1. It had to have ended, but I don't know. Oh, no, it didn't. Never mind. 595, 2.1 miles, delivered by 117. Not the best offer either, but got that 114. 295 base pay again, $3 tip. Good on them. 10 minutes. Took 10 minutes. 970, 5.7 miles. I was thinking about doing this. It doesn't really go closer to my house. It goes way beyond it. And I'm like, should I throw them a bone at this point in time? They're kind of broing me. But I'm like, no. It's no. I mean, you wouldn't. You got to come back into town a few miles. So it's probably more like 8 or miles to get back to McDonald's. I don't know. I didn't take this one. And I wouldn't say I was regretting it, but I'm like, man, maybe you should have just taken that. You're tired, dude. It's getting kind of close to the end of your day anyway, but did not take that one. So it's 125 now. 5 minutes later, I get this 1278 for 4.7 miles. Look at the maps. I think this is the same person. Like, I think it's the same person. They probably got Starbucks and they got groceries. But I ended up taking this order. And then I was kind of regretting it. I'm like, man, I have to shop. Which one was better? But it worked out for all. I'm having a good day. So 8 items. Deliver that by 2. I get this. I wasn't done shopping yet, but I got this order, an add-on, for an additional 34 feet. And literally, it was on the way to the, drop-off. I know it's 10 items and 12 units. It was some produce and stuff. It wasn't that bad, actually. I surprised myself. And I'm getting used to Ray's, the grocery store there. So I took that because I really felt this is going to be it for the day. Might as well. Just, you're in the store with a shopping cart, dude. Just grab 10 more items. And I know it's only $6.77, but it is what it is. So let's see. Deliver that one by 2:08. Did get there at 2:04, looks like. For that one, it ended up being 7:05. Is that the right one? Yeah, I don't know. At this point, I'm pretty spent. And then I delivered the other one, and it was $12.78. Yeah, so the original order. $8 tip, too. It wasn't even out of the zone, but it was out there. So it's 12:13 at this point. And I ended the dash. I'm spent, kind of, to be honest. And emotionally, it wasn't the best day. I'm still kind of feeling bummed, and just time to rest, keep the powder dry, and I still have the weekend. And it was a good day. Just let's call it at this point in time. So, let's see what time is it. It's 3:53 now, but real time. But so. Yeah, we got home 57. I got home at 2:22. So, kind of a long day, but 57 miles. But it's actually more like 67 because I reset my odometer after the morning, the 5 o'clock dash. So we got to count those. We got to count that time too. That was not a good hourly rate this morning for sure. So let's break it down. Oh, right before I did this video, looking at my screenshots, I checked it out to see if maybe it was busy. No. And I'm like, this is a glitch. It's got both Redmond and Bend are not 37-minute wait time. I just didn't believe it. But I did click on Redmond. It said, long wait even for Platinum. 103 minutes or 37 minutes if you're Platinum. I don't think that's true, to be quite honest, but it helped me to say, dude, I'm glad you're home. Kind of it was an emotional day and a pretty tiring day too. So Whew, sorry, that was a lot to go through. Let's go through the numbers really quick here. The first dash was 10:20. You got 2 deliveries. You saw that. Hour and 15 minutes, ridiculous. Second dash, 40 dash pay 24 customer tips, 8 deliveries, pretty good actually. A little less than 2 hours. Second dash, $49, $19 base pay and 29 tip. That's pretty good. It's going to be really good moving forward with the new base pay changes. So 2 hours there too. And the last dash was $49.38, $22 base pay and 26 tips. I think that's going to be pretty common. A little over 2 hours on that one. So all in all, the day, we ended up making $154. And we did that in about 7 hours and 15 minutes, I think. Yeah, so ended up making $21, over $21 on the day per hour. So that's pretty good. And then the mileage, like I said, we're going to add 10 to that 57. It's a little less, but we'll call it 67. So dollars per mile was $2.29. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. I thought it might have been a little better. But maybe that last offer, ding that, who cares, dude? I was done, and I'll pocket the money. It was a good day. And then I've been adding this per delivery. I made 23 deliveries today, divided by 154, so about $6.69 a delivery. And I think I'll have to monitor this going forward, but I think anything over 6 in my area is probably pretty decent. So breakdown of the week, we're at 470. It's only Friday too. We've worked 26 hours, almost 27, but 221 dash pay and 248 tips. So pretty cool little ratio. Active about half the time, a little less actually. 74 deliveries. That's what I'm talking about. That's the number I really care about. I need volume in my area. Even it's a small town. You guys know this, so I'm real excited about that. So that breaks down to $17, and $50 an hour. So we started the week. Tuesday was like 13 something. So we're gaining. We're making up ground. Yeah. So not bummed. Let's go to the ratings. I'm gonna do a video. Dashing into 40s has a video where he's talking about getting the platinum and the difference between silver and platinum. There is a difference, guys. 100%. And if any of you want to dispute that with me, please do, because I'm ready to rant. I am ready to rant. Just got a comment before this video. Lady said I cuss too much, and I'm trying to keep an eye on that. But if I have a rant video, there will be some foul language. So, Christy, I think that's her name. Don't watch that one. Whew, all right, what else do we got? That's it. So that's where we're at on the week. Things are looking up in my area. Hope you guys are doing good. Another thing, don't take things for granted in life, and don't sweat the small stuff. Shit goes down sometimes. Sorry to cuss, but it's, just cherish things. Don't sweat the small stuff. So, hope you guys are doing well. Talk to you this weekend. Peace out.